Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka anta alimul hakim. Rabbi shodri wa yassirli amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. First of all, and for the most things, the prizes should be given to the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on His big mercy, on His big blessings towards what we have earned in our lives, even how small the sustenance, even how small the glory, the healthy we have earned. We have to feel grateful on Him. I want to share you on a really lovely experience, really lovely story. It was occurred in 20010 or 20011, if I'm not mistaken. With the second times I've been that place, the second times I've been to the Philippines country after my first participation in Philippines international meets competitions invitation. It was held in Pangasinan, Dagupan, in one of the biggest province also in Philippines country. Located 5 to 6 hours in north of Philippines. You have to travel by vehicles started from Manila or from Davao, Pampanga, approximately 5 to 6 hours. It depends on how congested the traffic is, but I'm sure I can say that every way of the road is always congested, because you can see how many tracks and how many jeepney always bringing the passengers to any destinations. There is a lot of city, going to Dagupan. It starts from San Fernando, Mexico, San Menos, Tarlac, and some of the I also cannot remember how many cities there. And very lovely view actually along the road. If it starts traveling from Manila City, there's a lot of people activity along the road. Is what we have seen here also. People, been flagging on the paddy fields, the buffalo, transport there all the what they have taken from their farm. Everything is there actually. Said like here also. So when we touched down in the international airport of Macapagal, during the times from here we can see how lovely that place. There's too many homes, there's too many buildings can be seen from the E. I told my friends, this is the city we have visited last 2009. Are you sure this is the city? I asked my friend. Well, it says that we just follow ways there. Flights touchdown. So after finished everything, we took all our luggage and carrying to outside of the airport. There's many of the shuttle vans on the drivers who is waiting outside the calling all the guests, passengers to ride the jeepney, to ride the shuttle vans, and the transported immediately to destination he wanted to do. I had no idea during the times I said to my friends, what do you think? What kind of transportation we should ride going to the city? I have really no idea about that. I said to my friend. So one of the guys standing from of the shuttle bin, white bin, because they are driver of the bins, and was looking to us very friendly and call us, to ride their van, get our belongings and put all their bins. So we trying to stop it. I was so worried also when someone's carrying our luggage, and first times meet them, really unrecognized people. So maybe our luggage will be carried away. So we don't know either they're driving or not. So you have to be careful actually. And all people getting scared also when people bringing your luggage, and you're also not really sure either they are driver or there are people waiting there. Take opportunity. But luckily the guys is the driver of the van. Then we feel happy and ride the vans. The first time he asked, can I have a 10 ringgit money in Malaysia, the red color one? It's really funny when people ask, first time meet, and suddenly ask money. So I just told him that, well, I will try to give you later. But how much actually, when we are going to the town and to the hotel, we're not sure yet which one of the hotel we want to go. We really not sure yet. But if you don't mind, you just drop us at one of the hotel. I gave him later because my friend already told us by cell phone that you better stay in this hotel. Well, I have to try, and I said to my friend, we can try actually what. Maybe some facilities maybe can use in the hotels. For example, you love to swim, you love doing some kind of game in the hotel. So we have to try first. Then the shuttle band move is vehicle heading direct to the hotels. Not really long time to wait. So we take around less than 10 minutes, then arrive. And first time, reach in front of the really classic hotel. Looks already. So my first impressions about the hotel, maybe it's quite a long time already, maybe more than 20 or 30 years, because the designs of the hotel is quite classic. And all our luggage also was brought by the driver of the shuttle bins and put inside until the reception's counter. And I saw a few of the, I think, middle-aged women on their duty, and they're speaking very hospitality. So I said to my parents, why don't you just deal with them? So you try you communicate with them. So my friend said, so why not you? You are better than me. I was so funny, when he also pushes me, to deal with the woman, who was on duty on that reception's counter. Well, I try my best, to communicate with them, So how many rooms we want on book? So the principle we just sharing. Don't book for many because it's hard for us, to settle payments and times of living. So the first rooms we took in that hotel, of course, the Joint Pipe is quite lovely number. Until today, I still remember the number. So it's hard to be forgotten, So we went out for rushing, and there's all our belongings inside. And before we using the staircase, I saw a few of the reminder sticks on the wall of the buildings that there was something like advice, to those first time arrive in Philippines, they have to read carefully. So one of the sentence says that be careful on the coins drops while you're riding the jeepney. So I asked my friend, what's actually the story about coins drops in the jeepney? Do you have any idea about that? And the friend just laughing. I also have no idea about it. This first time I saw the management of hotels, wrote some things on the paper to remind all the guests coming, to ensure that all of them, always in people living at the hotel and meet people on the street road. So we don't take too much time, stay in the rooms. Instead, they have provided laptop facilities with the classics TV, classics bed mattress, everything's D, classics tables, and classics shower room also, and classics cycle. Everything's classics, but still all things working well. I said to my friend, it's really wonderful, all those events, all classics, but still working well. So the only one I worry when you're walking on the floor, it's quite as many dust everywhere. You have to sweep up first, I said. So I said to my friends, I get shower first before you. So they have provided 2 shower towel here, so I'll take one and try for you. Those times, often the 5-hour day, and suddenly came out very dirty water, looks like black water. It's quite a long time now. People, was staying in the room. Only a few seconds, then turned to white. I'm sure that's not many people, stay in these rooms, but before we went out to the door of, the level 1, I found a lot of foreigners hanging out at the cab down there. All of them looks already. They feel so relaxed, happy. So my impressions, maybe many of the foreigners love to stay because of, well, it's a really budget actually, not really expensive. We just paid around 700 or something pesos a night. And it was recommended by my friends that you wanted to ask little discountings, you may telling that my name. They will reduce the amount of money to be paid. So, a few minutes later, after finish our meetings, finish shower, finish having meals, then we went out. Before that, we was speaking with the workers in the hotel that, hey, my friends, you have to be careful when riding the Jeepney day. You have to be careful when you ask to try day. So I asked them what actually the most trouble happens in always happen in these cities. Would you telling us what actually the way how we avoid from them, because many snakes actually outside there, you said. So you feel scared also actually to walk. You're walking, it take maybe 10 to 15 minutes until to the city. So the best way is to try or ride with Jeepney, and the cost is not so expensive, around 70 pesos during that time, and they just told us that keep all your money and always make sure that you always in your pocket and it's safe. Actually, unable, to ask them like what is the coin straps. I saw on the letter reminder what actually the coin straps. I really want to know. So until on the next day, if I'm not mistaken, so the first day nothing happened so far. Everything's went okay until midnight. So far, we have never experienced bad things along the day. So on the next mornings, we feel like to go out again, to go to one of the fruits market, because while we pass by riding the jeepney from the patron, actually the location of the hotels in front of the patron hotel. So I've seen one of the fresh mart, they have sell maybe they'll come fruits. So I told my friends, why not we going again? I tried to find there was actually the fruit mart. The friend said, yes, I am agree. Of course, I love to eat mango. I love to eat the Philippine mango, and the last pineapple also can be found in that market. You need to bring to a room, and we just borrow their knives from the kitchen of the hotel. I said to my friend. So when we arrived at the patron, actually many of the jeepney, many of the trikes passed by, but all of them are fully occupied. You cannot ride. They already fully occupied. You have to wait. But luckily, it's not so long. We have to wait. In just I think few minutes, maybe less than 5 minutes, another jeepney coming still can accommodate maybe 2 or 3 persons inside. So we sitting opposite. My friend always smile. Actually, when we meet people, always give his sweet smile to all people. He's very, very kind people. So I always walking with him every time we travel far from Malaysia. So before we ride the jeepney, I saw the two men. Their size of the physical, it's quite big also, seems like my friend also. But I'm not thinking about about them. It's passengers, of course, they want to ride also, going to the to the city. But could you imagine that one or 2 minutes later, I heard a right sounds, something's like the coins drops on the floor, and everyone of the passengers look at to the coins drops. They try to search where actually the coins drops. Yes, of course, you can feel that even the the sounds of the music comes from the cell phones. Once the cell phones ringing, of course you will look at that, and people also look at that. It feels like it's disturbing people, when the sounds of the cell phones is ringing too loud. It's like, when the coins drop, drop on the floor of the jeepney made from the zincs, because the sounds of the coin was very clear, and all people look at that. I also look at that, actually try to search where's the shilling comes from. But probably cannot be seen actually where's the coins come from and where's the coins were in the flow. Until one guy sitting beside my friends tried pushing his legs, tried to squeeze the coins, but actually the coins in between the another passengers. There's so many people inside there, woman, guy. I also feel like the passengers tried pushing me, because during that times people looks like skated. So the first things came to my mind. I have to hold my wallet tightly in my pocket. I don't want to release my hands there, because the only things I have to remember when you're going out, you have to make sure the wallet you always keep inside. So my hands always in my pocket, and I look at my friend, just smiling, but I forgot that he forgot his wallet. I worry that in a scattered situation when people try to squeeze some things that cannot be reached on the floor, it's just coins, maybe 1 pesos only, but people look scattered, try pushing you. But in my mind, I have no idea about that. I don't think that something happened, in the Jeepney. It's just a normal when people drop its coins on the floor, someone has to collect it back. And later, 2 minutes later, one of the two guys, docked the jeepney, and said "Parapo." The words means I have to go down. Drop me here. That's the means of the word actually in Tagalog. So the two big guys, went down from the jeepney, and the situations returned back as a normal. And suddenly, the guy sitting beside my friend says that it's your wallet, sir. It was dropped here in your, it's just beside you. I saw that. I saw the guys, try to return back the wallet to my friend. My feeling not so happy during that time. But the friends are still keep on smiling with him. Maybe never expect something bad or something, was occurred during our rain in the Jeepney. And he just took back, the wallet and put his pocket. Then later, 2 minutes later, actually not so long, actually when you're riding the bus from the Patron, heading to the city, it just less than 5 minutes, but because of traffic congestions, when too many big truck and many jeepney in front of you, and you cannot overtake, and people will not allow you to overtake. Imagine, so just if you're walking 10 minutes by jeepney, also less than 5 minutes, but when it's already congested, the times might be around 10 to 15 minutes already. In fact, if you're running, maybe just 2 minutes from the Patron going to the city. It's quite short. distant. So of course the first passengers were sitting in the last of the seater. They have to go. They have to leave the jeepney first, going down. So I was speaking with my friends. Why the guy just now get written your wallet? Where he took that? And friend says he found that in the seat. It's better you check again, so maybe your money missing or not. And the friend just smiling says there's nothing. Maybe the money is still there. It's better you check, I said. So when we went down, the friend check we have not the note. The Malaysians note said it's already missing 3 notes. 3 notes, 50 times 3, around 150 ringgit. Malaysia was missing his wallet. See, I said, maybe the guys was found your wallet just now while reading in the jeepney. They took your wallet from your pocket, and you don't realize that. So when they already got the money, they return back your wallet. Says that they just found it, but actually they was taken. Says they are very clever, People they are smarter than us. That's why during in a scary situation just now, I told my friend, I already put both of my hand in my pocket. I just want to hold my wallet tightly, because in that situation, actually, what is the most important things we have to take care. Of course, your wallet, because all the money inside, your identification, your credit card, and all inside your pocket, in your wallet. Well, it says they are smarter than us. So my friends feel unhappy during the time, because lost around 150 ringgit. And decided to lodge a report at the police stations nearby. Not so long, we have to walk around 5 minutes from the Jeepney point, Jeepney terminal. After we asked the people standing there, and they just said to us, where's the police station? When we arrived at the police station there, the police officer asked that, excuse me sir, do you have anything to be reported here? Yeah, my friend says that we just been it's kind of like we are snitch. Was snitching by people. They took a wallet, my wallet, and lost 150 ringgit, and we couldn't recognize. We forgot already. I also couldn't remember also the guy, because I never thinking they are a thugs, a robber, because everybody when riding the bus, we feel that they want also to ride to the destination. And then I remember that the letter remind the hotel that be careful of the coins drop in the jeepney. That is the situation actually they learn. So I feel so funny also actually, and feel safety of my friend also. So after done some reports, the police says that they was trying to chase the robber, but it's hard for us to know where you can get. And the police officers said, by next times I have to be careful. While riding the jeepney, sometimes unexpected people came. When you had some kinds of coins drop in the jeepney, you have to be careful. The first thing you have to take care of your wallet, because people sitting beside you actually was spraying the ammo you already. You have to be careful of them. Said it's really unexpected. So I said to my friend, "It's okay, my friend." But luckily during that time, so I brought a lot. I brought a lot of money. I just gave him hundreds. Just to make him feel happy. Don't remember your money. The money can be found again. So the most important things in our life. A very nice experience. Now I know really what is actually the coins drop in the jeepney. So I have to share with people, those then to visit that country, especially in Pampanga or everywhere in Philippines. Actually, you have to be careful with the coins drop in the jeepney. It's really funny also when the coins drop in jeepneys. The people they want to aim to rob you inside the jeepney. It's squeezing their both legs, trying to reach the coins. Or if you think that what actually the value of the 1 pesos when drop in jeepney, then just let them, But at the times people never expecting that they're planning to try to rob you. So you have to be careful with your wallet. Imagine that in a short time, maybe less than 30 minutes, they're able to pick your wallet from your pocket. That's why I have experienced that before, also in the jeepney while reading jeepney in a short distance. I can feel that of the finger, try to, creeping in my pocket. I can feel that. But people actually, they turn his body, just look at back. But his body, opposite me. But I can feel that he got a long hands, try to find something, in my pocket. I can feel that. But then immediately I touch my wallet tightly. I don't want to release that. Once he feels my finger, try to lock the pocket, and then he pulled back his hand. Maybe he realized that I'm trying to stop his hands in the jeepney. So funny. But for those your first time riding jeepney and don't know everything about that, they might be a victim of them. So have to be careful with that. So that is the stories I was experiencing while riding in the jeepney. What actually the coins dropped in the jeepney. Lots of lessons actually we can learn when you're traveling outside, but have to be careful. Safety must come first. So I end my story with wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi